There are 17 different villager types in Minecraft. 3 of them are pretty useless. They're unemployed, dead inside, that hits a little too close to home, but that leaves 14 villagers that deserve a better trading hall than this.
Oh, hell no, man.
So I'm going to build the perfect 12-story villager trading hall to accommodate every single villager type and unlock whatever trade I want. You hear that, lads? Your living conditions are about to get a whole lot better. Definitely better. But first, I think I have to tear this entire place down.
Oh, hello there!
Bro, are you trying to get hit, like walking into my face like that? Don't mind me just destroying your entire living space while you're sleeping. These villagers are gonna wake up and everything's just gonna be different.
Hey, what happened?
Alright, we've now transferred all the villages and released all the iron golems. Released. So now we can move on to the next step, which is to dig big hole. My brain just stopped working there for a second, but yeah, we have to excavate this entire thing down to bedrock. What? Wait, what is this Enderman doing there, mate? How are you in the dirt? Nah, this guy is my Enderman friend. He shall be Paul. Paul the Enderman. But now we gotta clean up all of the excess. Yes, I know there's a ton of deep slate left, but honestly, mining deep slate is just mind-numbing, so we will deal with this later, because now it's time to start working on the first floor, which I'm gonna call the breeding grounds. That might be one of the strangest things I've ever said, but we need a ton of villagers to put into the rest of the trading halls. So the plan is to build 2 villager breeders in a giant bed, so you know the villagers can do their thing, and then we'll transport all the baby villagers into like a primary collection system. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this whole process seems very unethical, but it's only gonna get worse, because on top of that, we're gonna put these guys in a simulation and make them question their entire existence.
Why are we still here?
And then we can just build a nice little heart right here to kind of represent what this floor is for. But now that our villager breeder is done, we can move on to the rest of the floors. And oh yeah, did I mention that I was going to be building them in a tier list format? Because we're going to be building the floors in order of the most useful villages to the least useful villages. And so that obviously means our first floor has to be dedicated to the shepherd. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. It's obviously the librarian. And the theme for this floor is obviously going to be a giant library. Absolutely shocking, I know. But that means we need a ton of bookshelves, which I don't have. Off to the strongholds we go. Let's absolutely tear this place down. Okay, there's 1 library cleared, there is 2 libraries cleared, there's 3 libraries cleared. I also just realized this library is only 1 story. What in the scam is that, man? Screw you, Bat, it's all your fault. Get out of here. And there is 4. Yet another 1-story one, but this should be enough bookshelves for now. So for the structure of these floors, I think we'll have the villager trading stations in a U shape, and then the second floor up here will basically just be a separate library section, so we'll just put a ton of bookshelves in here and stuff. Now this place is looking extremely woody at the moment. Not enough buzz, I feel like. And it's also missing a roof. So to add to the color scheme, I'm thinking maybe copper would look nice. Trust me, it'll look better once it's oxidized. I hope. And then in the floor, I think I'll just put red carpets. And then at the front here, maybe we can have like a little reception desk. And then in this section, we can put some little tables in. But on this side, we will just do a bunch of bookshelves, I think. And yeah, honestly, I think our library is done, which means all that's left to do is to actually get each villager into these trading stations. Make sure I don't fall into the void with this guy though. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Okay, well, this is a bit of an issue. Oh my god, I made that staircase for the exact reason I'm not falling down here, and I've fallen down here. How am I supposed to get this guy out of here, dude? Oh my god. Alright, he's off. Surely, please go up. Just go up, man. Yes. Oh, he's going. Thank god. Okay, there we go. There is 1 of 28 librarians in this trading hall. That took way too long to do because this guy is an absolute knob. Are you serious, man? Yeah, please, just go back in there. Yes, thank you. Oh, how have you gone out? Oh my god, you can go through hanging signs. That is a joke. What do you mean, man? But yeah, let's just cut to when all these villages are in here, man. And yeah, now I have to go for every single enchantment. Yeah, this is gonna take a very long time. Alright, 28 villages, 28 of the most important enchants in the game. Important enchants means that our first trading hall is now done. So it is time to move on to the next floor, which is going to be dedicated to the farmer. Yes, I think the farmer is the second best village type in Minecraft, mainly because it gets me an infinite supply of golden carrots. So I think I'll create these kind of like cute little houses for the villagers to be in, you know, to take away from the fact that I'm literally imprisoning them eternally. And I think I'm actually going to change the roof to be spruce and oak instead, because I feel like it looks a bit nicer. But this place isn't really giving me the vibe of a farmer's paradise just yet. So on the side walls, let's put a bunch of leaves in here. I'm not gonna lie, I thought putting the green concrete behind it was gonna make it look like brighter, but I honestly don't think it made any difference. Hey, at least I can do cool edits like this. Okay, enough of that. On this one. How did you get stuck here, mate? What are you doing? Absolute useless villager, man. And there are 20 satisfied farmers. You'll better be happy, man. Yeah, now we can get golden carrots again. Ooh, some pumpkin pies too, maybe. And now moving on to the next floor, which is going to be dedicated to 3 villages. Those being the weaponsmith, the toolsmith, and the armorsmith. Because yeah, I didn't really want to have to design 3 different floors for the 3 different nobbos. And I've decided to take the time to pre-design this floor because it's going to be absolutely massive. Which also means we have a ton of materials that we need to collect. Those being granite, diorite, andesite, a ton of iron, and a ton of terracotta. More specifically, cyan terracotta. And collecting all the cactus to make that cyan dye was not fun. Rich, mate. But honestly, that is about all the value this guy provides. So the plan for this floor found these cool banner. Oh, okay, you can't even see that guy. That's awkward. So yeah, if we place this here, now we have our own little targets in here as well. So we can put a bunch of these into our arena area. And then I've also gone ahead and bought some bells from the villagers. Alright, the pressure's on now. I've got 18 Fletchers watching me. Alright, let's see how fast we can complete this course. Boom. Easy. Headshot. We're taking these guys out like it's nothing. Oh, that's a hit. Now the last guy, this guy is impossible to hit. Boom, headshot. Alright, that's decent time, I guess. And hey, if I ever release this world as a world download, you guys can try and beat my time. And if you do, then I'll give you a cookie or something, I don't know. And yeah, I'd say that this floor is done. And now my choice for the next floor might be a bit controversial, because even though about everybody and their grandma hates this guy, the next floor is for the Wandering Trader. And just wait, just hear me out. Just let me explain why this guy's actually pretty good. First off, man does not slack on his job. This guy is roaming around every single biome, day and night, and not once do you see him ride the 2 llamas that he has carrying with him. And secondly, let's take a look at his trades real quick. This guy offers basically every plant, every single coral type, every single sapling, slime balls, ice, and glowstone, which means this guy has basically traveled the entire world. And third, he gives you 2 free leads. I mean, like that's a pretty nice bonus, right? And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. So yeah, the plan for this floor is to create a bunch of exhibits which showcase all the different places the Wandering Trader has been. So let's start with this one right here, which I'm just going to turn into a mini flower forest. So let's put a mini mountain in here, and maybe right here we can just add a little pond, and then we will add one of every single flower that the trader offers. But there is actually a flower that I'm missing here, and to get this I have to travel all the way to the swamp biome. The things I do, dude. There it is, the blue orchid. Yep, I just traveled 5,000 blocks for a goddamn flower, dude. And there we go. I'm not gonna lie, this biome is so basic, man. What is this? So I'll try and make this one a bit more interesting. Let's put a bunch of sand in here. But we don't just have sand, we got red sand, oh yeah. And we'll put some cactus in here, some dead bushes in, and a sugarcane.
So I'll try and make this one a bit more interesting.
Okay, trust me, this one will look better. Because yeah, we're gonna build a mini coral reef in here. Because apparently the Wandering Trader has access to coral. Wait, hold on, doesn't that mean he has access to Silk Touch? What? The Wandering Trader is more powerful than I thought, mate. Okay, but there's our first 3 exhibits done. But now this one is absolutely massive. And that's because I had to fit one of every single sapling in here. Oh my god, it actually worked. There's the most lopsided tree I've ever seen in my life. What is that?
What the hell?
Okay. Oh, it's somehow gone through the quartz. Alright, there is no shot I can fit a jungle sapling here, right? Oh, maybe we can. Okay, now we can get all the quartz in. And this next box is gonna be pretty simple as well. It's just gonna be a little swamp build. Not gonna lie, that is not a very swampy looking swamp. Shrek would not be proud. But moving on, this section is gonna be for the nether, since the Wandering Trader has access to glowstone. Don't know how bro managed to get to the nether, but somehow he did. And now let's just fill this whole pool with lava. Ow, ow. Boom. Ow. Why does that keep happening, man? And the very last one is going to have a ice spike in it. But now you're probably wondering where the Wandering Traders are gonna go. And well, what I'm gonna do is build a couple of market stalls in the middle right here, and the trader will just be chilling in there. But now many of you right now are probably sat watching this, laughing at my stupidity, because I was missing some crucial information about Wandering Traders. And that is that Wandering Traders, even if name tagged, will still despawn after 40 minutes, which means there is no possible way for me to keep them in this trading hall, unless I install this mod which prevents them from despawning. But you guys can let me know if I should do that or not. But it turns out we also have another problem, because I've finally reached the deep slate. Yeah, I can't just ignore this like I do with all my life problems. I've actually got to deal with this. And you know what, I ain't even gonna use TNT machines, man. I'm not a loser. It's not like I've used them already, but I am a grinder, dude. I'm dedicated to the cause. Holy, that was a lot of mining. You guys should definitely subscribe because of all the hard work I'm doing. But But moving on to the next floor, which is going to be dedicated to the mason. So what characterizes the mason? Well, bro is activated by the stone cutter, so there's obviously going to be a lot of stone. And he's also a bit of a Chad. And you know who else are Chads? Bricklayers. So we're going to create a little construction site in the middle right here. Now all that's missing from this place are the bricks, but I'm definitely not going to go farm a ton of bricks myself, so let's actually use the villages for once. So let's set up all the trading stations. Piston. Sounds like I'm saying pissed in. I did not piss in anything. Oh, damn, there are 29 Chads in this room right now. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go watch my 1000 Days movie. But now for the low price of 1 emerald, we can get 10 bricks. Oh, you get chiseled stone bricks from these guys. 20 stone for an emerald, hold on. Yeah, we are about to make stonks right here. You can trade stone for emeralds, that is insane. You can trade granite for emeralds. Oh, my masons are kind of OP. I should have put them higher up, mate, what the hell? But now with all these bricks, we can brick this place up. Pause. That sounded weird. Wait, but how would that even work anyways? This is a building, it's not. But we are almost done with this place. The last thing I want to add is a cheeky little bulldozer that I found online. Okay, yeah, I think this is probably good enough. Yeah, that is our like masonry construction site done. So now we can move on to the next floor, which is going to be for the shepherd. And fun fact about the shepherd, man loves sheep. They'd probably marry a sheep if they could. Okay, we're moving towards bestiality here. Let's not do that. Yeah, the theme of this floor is basically just going to be sheep. Lots and lots and lots of sheep. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is absolutely cursed. Like, what is this room, man? This is creepy. I mean, this room is not for me. Hopefully the shepherds will like it a bit more. I don't even know anymore, man. So I believe there is 22 shepherds, which means we can have 1 villager for every wool color since there are 16 wools. But there's not really any point in having these wool trades if we can't get wool. So in the middle, I'm just going to build a bunch of colored sheep farms. Wait, how am I going to get the sheep down here? Yeah, welcome to our castle. You will be staying here. Not in the luxury part though. Now this is where things might get a little bit... Okay, you know what? This could work. Come on, get in, you fat sheep. Oh my god, we found a pink sheep, dude. That's crazy. And the final black sheep. There we go. Okay, this farm is not working. He literally just ate the grass and nothing happened. It's definitely because these are in the wrong spot. I'm pretty sure these grass blocks should be there. Am I right or am I right? I think I'm right. Okay, there we go. We now have a fully operational wool farm. But yeah, that means this floor is done. And I can't get over the sheer just design of this room, man. Like, this is so stupid, but so funny at the same time. This might be my favorite room yet, to be honest. But now the next floor is going to be dedicated to the cartographer. And in honor of him, we're going to build a giant map room. Now, I've never actually done like a big map like this before, so I think this is going to look pretty cool. So how do I make a map? Okay, we've gone those first 4 maps, so this should be the center ones. Yeah, it looks pretty... Wait, okay, the 2 back ones are messed up. Okay, yeah, there we go. That is the 4 center ones. So now we just got to keep getting the rest of them. This is going to be really annoying to do, isn't it? You know, creating maps actually isn't too difficult. Using the inventory as like where they're gonna go is actually pretty helpful. Okay, well that took a very long time, but this looks epic, man. And this is very easily expandable as well if we make bigger maps, but we'll do that once we actually build more projects out in the world. So yeah, let's actually finish off this entire room now. And now, since about the only useful thing that the cartographer offers is the ocean and woodland explorer map, we're just gonna build a mini woodland mansion and sea temple in these little glass exhibits. Okay, our little exhibits are done. But yeah, that is our cartography floor done. And moving on to the next floor, which is going to be for the butcher. And I'm not going to lie, this floor is a bit morbid, because we got roast pork up in here, baby. We're going to be eating good tonight. Some Korean barbecue or something, man. And also, we have already hit day 1800. Kind of insane that we've hit that in less than 3 episodes now. But now let's get all of our butchers into their new butcher shop. That is 24 butchers, I think. And since the theme of this place is like a butcher shop kind of thing, I think back here we just do like a big kind of kitchen, like butcher area with dead animals. Put some redstone in the ground because there's blood everywhere. And then maybe we just put like a chopping table right there. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. Okay, I'd say this room is done. I don't know why they just roasting a giant pig in the middle, but you know, it's a unique design choice, I guess. But yeah, now we can move on to the next floor, which is going to be for the fishermen. And can anybody guess what I'm going to build for this one? Well, if you said a giant ocean and docks, then you would be correct. And yeah, for these docks, we're going to be using a couple blocks that I haven't used at all yet, because we're going to be using sandstone and prismarine. So yeah, now we're just going to have this wrap around this entire room. And yeah, now we're just going to fill this entire area with sand and water. And now let's get our 20 fishermen in here. Bada bing, bada boom. Now we just need some fish. In ya plop, lads. Ow. Why do I capture pufferfish? This happens every single time. Okay, fisherman level complete. And now it is time to build the final floor for the most useless villager, the leather worker. Because let's be real, who in their right mind wants to trade emeralds for leather armor? Like, what a joke. And for this floor, I would have loved to have built a giant leather factory, but I only left myself with 6 blocks of space. Fortunately though, there are a couple of factory features that we can still include, like this cool rotating armor showcase, which I know doesn't always have them facing the right way, but it is what it is. And also this falling item honey wall, that also doesn't really work that well. So we are finally done with every single trading floor. And well, so far we've ranked them in order of most useful to the least useful, but I haven't formally ranked them on the tier list yet. So for our S tier villages, we will use red concrete. For the A tier villages, we can use orange concrete. Then the B tier can be yellow terracotta, since I think C tier is more close to yellow concrete, and yellow terracotta doesn't look too bad. And our single D tier villager can be lime green. This guy is the lowest of the low, D tier for these nuts.
Got him!
And now another neat little detail I want to add is just putting carpets that are the same color as the current tier. And now if we take the scenic route down, we should get a decent view of all the colors. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I was moving way too fast there to see anything. Now taking the scenic route is not the way that I want to get down to every single floor, because that would just be pretty stupid. So we're gonna build an elevator system like right here. And I was planning on building a big piston elevator, but then I realized how slow it would take me to get to the bottom floor, which is literally like 100 blocks down. So instead I'm going to build go work on the mechanisms to have the elevator work on every single floor. Okay, now it is time to see if this thing actually works. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna cry. So right now we are on the first floor. So if I want to go to the top floor, we click that button. Okay, why is this not working? What have I done? Okay, that did not work because this observer is supposed to be there. Oh, it's working. Oh my god, it actually worked. So now if I want to go to like this floor, we press that button. Nothing happened. Okay, I think I've broken it once again. Oh my god.
30 minutes of Eugen Arino trying to figure out redstone laser.
So now if I want to go to this floor, we click that button, and then if I drop down, it will stop me at this floor. There we go. Okay, that all works. Thank god, man. And now just so we can easily tell which floor we are on, let's put banners here. So this can be the ground floor, this will be floor 1, and finally floor 11. And then what I'm also going to do is label each of the buttons. And yeah, now we have access to all of these trades that I didn't have before. But you wanna know what's crazy? Is that these villages haven't even reached their full potential yet. Because if we get a zombie... Oh, okay, it just turned daytime, are you serious? God damn it, man. Guess while I'm waiting, I will just trade with my villagers. Okay, let's try that again. If we get a zombie... Ow. 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 So now we have a zombie trapped in here. So if we lower this down, I'm pretty sure the zombie should attack the villager. Is he punching him? No, because he's still aggroed on me, the knobhead. Now we can cure this guy. Oh yeah, also I didn't even realize, but all the copper has oxidized now. This place, I think it does look better than the orange one. But now we should get some cheeky discounted trades. And yeah, these discounts are especially important because if I want to get rich, I can't be overspending on stuff. And there are a couple items that I do need to buy. And the first thing I need to buy is a bunch of diamond armor. Damn, what the hell are those boots? Oh my god. Oh, 1 emerald for diamond chest plates. What do you know? Because yeah, we got a ton of armor sets that we got Okay, apparently you can't name tag this guy, that is annoying, but yeah, this is Dave, everybody. And now just to show how rich we